the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner, who's had quarterbacks' numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Jets and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their 2 box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from South Florida. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's to his new acquisition in 2024, Odell Beckham Jr. And he's into the end zone. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Dolphins. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Gibson now on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, all the buildup in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. The man is a legend. Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. He'll try to hit him with a screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down. Rodgers now. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. On play action, Rodgers. Pass caught right side by Conklin.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Another run here with Hall. And he'll get this only to about the 10. Rodgers to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
The second down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. So that brings up 4th down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. Xavier Gibson deep to return. Yeah! And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. First and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll look underneath for Hall.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. It's the most valuable real estate in football. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
We'll try to run for it with Hall. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Jets first down. They'll go again with Hall. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. David Long there on the stop. Rodgers. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
First down for Aaron. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Rodgers. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. Extra point try now for Zerline. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. They'll motion the tight end Smith. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. And the Jets will take over possession here at the 44.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Rodgers on 1st down. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. They'll try to set up the screen here, and they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. They'll look to... Oh, after the catch! He's hit, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Ready, shot.
It's a first carry for the veteran, Raheem Mostert. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
He'll get this to the former Falcon, Johnny Smith. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26-yard line. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Here's Achane. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. This one is hauled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense. And their running back set to go once more. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. A first down throw from Rodgers. And that is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On on fourth down, here comes the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Tua gonna throw. He's gonna let it fly downfield for Beckham. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. The new man in black for 2024, Kirk Cousins, with a touchdown pass. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Malik Neighbors up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Saquon Barkley, the newest Eagle, a touchdown run for Philadelphia. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it. Both these
Coach,
teams
thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top.
Let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Give up the middle with Hall. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. 3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. To throw is Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Throwing, Rodgers. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down. If he doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch, they've got a fourth down play call they feel great about, and we're going to see what it looks like.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give. Here's Hall. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. On the give, it's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and a yard. The handoff. Here comes Hall. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. 1st and goal. Rodgers going to give this to Allen. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. Here's Rodgers. That one caught by Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, ready.
Off the bootleg, here's Tua. Open man downfield, OBJ. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
East right, snow. Ready.
Now, 1st down throw for Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make every...
A hit, and he has lost the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than...
And remember now... So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A shotgun snap for Tua. Catch made there by Waddle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
In motion, it's Waddle. Tua now on 3rd down. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's his second touchdown in this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers. He'll get that to Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Down the field, he's got Corley. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Again, it's Rodgers. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. A throw over the middle, it's Odell. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. You'll find Mostert out of the backfield. Still on his feet. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. Here we go, 1st and goal. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run with Achan. And he'll go down, back at the 4. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here's Mostert. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. He puts it up, and it's caught. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Gibson now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Rodgers now. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down. Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Tua, going to give it to Achan. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.